Greetings, everybody. It's Affected Hippo coming at you again from the single player create series. There's still no cute name for this, unfortunately. Thinking I should develop some kind of food facility, food production area up in this part of the swamp. I was thinking I could take a spur off this line up through here, and then I could build a small maybe pig farm, just all the animals up here. So that'll give me a nice production point of wool, meats, and chicken. Chicken is part of meat. Whatever it's called, I don't know, but I'll make sure it's close enough to the tree farm so that this will always be powered as well. And then in doing this over here, maybe I'll keep a um maybe I'll just take the bees up to here so they can have their own little. In fact, maybe this area all throughout here on this northern peninsula would be a good spot. This seems to be about the same height as all the create stuff I've done thus far. So maybe that's a good. Well, I think it's a nice spot, but it's a little too separate from this guy right here. Maybe that's what I do on this diagonal piece right here. 2, 3, 4, 5. If I put a 5 block chunk loader in here, it would load all this, and it would give this specific section some purpose. And then I guess it would also make everything feel more connected along this long line. I don't want to do anything in here because this is swamp. I'm going to be filling that in. And then, I mean, this swampy area is like my go-to for filling, but I don't know that I want to take that step. I feel like that would be a bit of a tedious task. These guys aren't getting everything they need, but I also don't know that I want to supply with them right now. Like this little area right here is not too far away. If I go F4, I get my free cam. I mean, that's still loaded. I don't know if that's within simulation distance, but it's loaded. I could also just increase simulation distance, but yes. I'm thinking this area up here might actually be a nicer location. Be within range of that, within range of all that. And it would still allow me to have a very slightly different stylistic choice over here. So, I don't know. Maybe that's something I'd like to do. Also, I threw my X. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I think I might. I might use this area. I also might just lower this section of the ocean. Just because. Also, how'd the bees get way out here? Surely they came this way from the colony. Whatever. I think I think this area is small enough that I could use it for that. The problem is going to be getting locomotive turned around over here. Or the other problem I might have is the fact that that's going to look a little odd. I don't know that I'd want to use it as I don't know if I want to use it as an actual farm. I kind of like the idea of continuing the dirty, grungy sort of farm, or not farm, but just that sort of that right here. All right. Oh, and then this is breaking again too, so this may be a problem later on. But yeah. So back to where I was at. Maybe I take the tracks and extend them out this way, and then have another factory building over here. I don't know what I would do with this section though. Maybe I'd you know what? Yeah, I'm thinking we can fill in some of these sections, and then the rest of it we can bring down into the water. So maybe we can call it more of a like a drainage pond. I'm thinking a drainage pond would work well. It doesn't need to be super deep. It just needs to basically fill the space. And a drainage pond would be, or some kind of pool, I think would make sense logically in an industrial area. The local Amazon data center has a couple. I guess they're not quite the same sort of pond, but deeper fill stations. I do like seeing my big old trains coming through every now and then. And I think more. I think more. If it wasn't clear, by the way, the reason this section becomes a drainage pond is because I would extend this track out somehow. I don't know if I would do it straight, and it didn't even go where I wanted it to. I don't know if I would extend this track out straight or if I would similarly just uh, no, I would extend. Initially, the game plan was to leave a little thing here. Also, I've spent a lot of time removing this, basically the flat 1 block tall sections and all the trees. So I've got a through route here now, and in the future, perhaps I could build something out through here. Whatever it would be, I don't know. And also, I've never been over here, so I actually haven't seen a lot of this nearby area. So maybe in the future I'll also have a reason, an excuse to uh, stretch out this way. Until then, however, I do think we're going to build food factories along or around this area. I also thought about flattening this part. We'll figure that out later, based really, if I feel like it. I'm well aware this may come out of nowhere, but I shift very slowly. So in turn, I would like to make a. I think I have a. I do have it. Okay, explorer's compass. As soon as they show up, there we go. You'd think I would just copy the recipe. There you go. We have our compass right here in the hand, and now we're going to fly out there. As simple as that. Just a quick little 1500 block flight. Shouldn't take more than 10, 15, 30 seconds, something like that. Really shouldn't take too long at all, I wouldn't think. One thing I'd like to consider while I'm out here is resin. If I happen to come across a pale, was it a pale forest? I would like to stop and break some of those trees and see if maybe I can find there. Ooh, right there. Okay, so somewhere through here, there's gotta be a creaking, which in turn I can use to farm resin. Now, I don't really have a reason to farm resin, but there's some here. You can hear it already. No, go back the other way. Go down. Go down. Okay, so that's taken care of. Let's get some of these. Well, I mean, while we're here, I'm pretty sure I'm mostly full on this stuff anyway. Hey, there you are. Never know. Now, where do you exist? Right? This tree? There it is. And that is enough to get my own farm started. I mean, this stuff's been out for what? Almost a year? Maybe? And I don't think I've ever actually used it myself. And if I remember right, I should be able to make a block out of that stuff. And then, yes. Okay, so I can, in fact, continually farm all this, which is nice. Maybe I'll find use for that in the future. Uh, we'll go the rest of the way with our regular wings. It shouldn't take too long. I mean, it's right over the hill, really. All right, chat. Let's get down there. Let's let's be honest. Probably gonna set some of these things off. Probably going to end up, hopefully not going to end up dying, but it's a very real possibility. So full transparency here. I got a phone call and I muted my mic so I could answer. And I didn't mute my mic, and I continue to kind of click through, try and explore this area while I was on the phone, and I recorded the whole conversation. So I cut the whole audio because I only record one audio track like a fool, and I decided I was going to just voice over this part. But I mean, there's not much to say, not much to see. Um, and really, the important part is that I'm I didn't die, and as you'll see later on in the video, I do eventually get the Swift Sneak. I think I get it in this part here where I'm recording the conversation that I do not feel like sharing. So you get to see the clips sped up and hear me talking now. Aren't you lucky? Can he can he shoot me from up here? Do you reckon? I'm just curious. I don't think I've ever successfully killed one of these guys. Anything over here worth grabbing? Leaving the lights on for you guys. That's my excuse. Oh, hey, look at man. Is this the up? Is this the up? This is the up. Okay, so I've got sharpness 1, projectile protection, loyalty, swift sneak, density. That's a good one. If I could ever get a full... uh, assuming I could get a full, what's it called? Mace? If I could get a full mace, yeah, that'd be really nice. Not likely, though. Put all those in there. Mending and breaking. Extra pants are always nice. Lots of hose. Can't say I've ever had that. I think it's time to start heading out. I expanded the size of the hole thinking I'd need, or I could throw down a beacon to make it go faster, and I didn't even use it. And then the last one, and that light was very handy in the few times that I needed it. But we're on our way home. Alright, crouching speed, walking speed, crouching speed. Crouching speed suddenly feels. I mean, I feel like it's almost as fast, if not maybe a little bit faster than actual walking speed. Like we're crouching right now. It's crazy. From Mr. Turtle here and myself, I'd like to thank you for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, telling me what you liked about the video. And you know, if you made it to the end of the video, you liked what you saw, subscribe. I mean, I've got more videos similar to this one, and I'm planning on bringing some more out. I just lift my finger off that zoom in key and give you guys a little flash. I didn't mean to startle any of you if that if that bothered you. But yeah, so I will be signing off here. I think this is my second or third take of this. But yes, good night, and God bless.